All right, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Men in Sheds. I guess we're technically today...
Yeah, just shed.
3 men in a shed today. As you can see, we're joined by Tiny. He was just lingering around outside, so we thought we'd bring him in. And
Found him in a gateway.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll all be pleased to know he's got a moustache, as that's quite a common question.
Part of the criteria.
But yeah, we're just going to take a look at some of the Armlifting USA results from the Olympia. We'll talk about Tiny taking a little visit to Nathan Hall to show us how to lift the big old blob.
And we've got some questions to answer as well, haven't we?
Yeah, so Tiny, how was your experience lifting the blob?
Oh mate, yeah, it was something.
So Nathan Hall makes blobs as well as these Thomas inch dumbbells that we've got down here. A 24 kilo blob is pretty hard to lift. I've only done mine a couple of times. Not many people can lift them. He's made a 30, which I think he thought would be unliftable. You were the second person to ever lift it, which is very cool.
Yeah.
And he's also made a 35, which you had a fiddle with, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
So that's coming. But I think when Nathan made the 30, you probably thought that no one was going to lift that. And
You're definitely the first Englishman to do that.
100%.
So, very cool.
But you didn't buy it off him then?
No, it weren't for sale.
It should have just been yours by right.
Already sold.
Just take it home. Cheers, bro.
I think if I get the 35, he's going to give me it.
Yeah, we should do, to be honest.
Definitely, yeah. But as some of you will know, it was the Olympia this last weekend, and it was the Armlifting USA competition, which had 3 events in, which was 50mm Saxon, Rogue, Anvil Max, and then a Raptor medley.
Can you explain the last two? Because people won't know what
The Anvil Max is basically a vertical bar kind of lift, just a lockout, and then the Raptor is a 50mm rolling handle, and it was 3 choices of weight, and I think you had to lift as many reps as you could in 60 seconds.
Is it a nice handle, or is it quite a hard one?
It's similar to the one we used in Sweden, so like
Right, okay.
a bit
Yes.
glossy, so it's a bit slippy, doesn't hold chalk that well, but it's pretty nice to lift, isn't it?
I was invited to this show, by the way.
Were you really?
Yeah, I just couldn't handle America again. I certainly couldn't handle Vegas again.
You'd be in the little
Last time I
boy
was just
weight,
holding my guts, like, yeah, I'd be in the lightweight cat, which I don't think would have helped me looking at those scores. But yeah.
Should we have a look at some of the results?
Yeah, so Carl Myerscough won the Opens. Not very surprised. It's good to see him back.
Yeah.
Because obviously he had a bit of a nightmare at the shore and said he had like a forearm injury, I think. And then go on, say his name.
Alexei Toikolov.
I didn't want to butcher it. Won the under 125s. It's worth saying that all of his lifts were heavier than all of the other guys in the heavier category as well, that's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Raptor was the same weight for those guys, or if they had a slightly lighter
Good
weight
point,
choice.
that, yeah.
But I mean, he did 4 more reps than anyone in the heavy was in the heavies anyway.
Crazy, eh?
So, Saxon bar, the heaviest lift in the day was his 312 pounds, which is 141.
Yeah, 0.1818.
Yeah, and then Carl Myerscough got 310, which is is 140 on the nose, isn't it? And there was a big jump down actually. I think 280 was the next best by Jason Dingy. Yeah, and then Luke with 270. So
big difference, really.
yeah, Carl's sort of showing his game there, like 310, 140 on the Saxon bar, and I'm guessing that was on proper plates from the floor.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
But 50mm, this is what we were just talking about.
Yeah, we need to make one at 50mm so we can test how we compare against these guys.
The smallest bar Gods of Grip make in the minute is a 60mm.
Yeah.
They make an 80mm as well. So I'm around like 135 on the 60mm. So I'm pretty confident there. But I don't know. I don't think being smaller would actually make it that much easier for like the big dudes. Like for smaller people, for the small ones, then it might.
You might be able to get a bit more wrist involved in it because it's a bit narrower, maybe.
It's a proper wristy exercise, though, isn't it? Like I think people just try and grip it straight down and have a bit of a nightmare. But I wasn't like, I don't know, it's impressive. 140, I'd take that. Yeah. But it's not like
he might have had more in the tank if he's just done
That's
312 just to beat Carl, kind of thing. You know, just
it does sound a bit like that. To be
maybe
fair.
if he's got a bit of extra in him, but no one else is even near it.
Yeah. So fair play, Alexei. You're impressive. Rogue Anvil. None of us have had that much experience on a Rogue Anvil, right?
No.
We did use it in Sweden.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the weight was? It was only
7 kilos. Was
yeah.
It? I think it was 30 or 70.
Right. Okay.
That kind of rings a bell.
Yeah. I generally can't. I know I won it.
Just.
Yeah. By just about 20 seconds or so.
Yeah,
No, I still have that world record, but then it's just such a random world record because it's just a random weight to choose. But hopefully we will have some soon to play with. But if it's anything like the Little Bighorn, 100 kilos is, you're doing well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd reckon so. Yeah. It's weird because it's a completely different shape. It's like whereas the Little Bighorn's consistent the whole way up, the angle's a little bit twisted.
It's still got consistent taper on it though.
Has it actually? Yeah.
It just tapers double. It tapers from like 3 inches to 3/4 of an inch.
So we should be able to get
long
more
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that hold felt pretty easy, so who knows? Anyway, Alexi won that as well. £260. What did we say that was?
Yeah.
Was that 118.18?
Yeah, that was that one. Yeah.
See, so 118 kilos on that. I think that's pretty impressive, to be fair. And then Luke Reynolds won in the big boys, which is cool. But you saw him practicing that loads. Like I think he loves a vertical bar because he won it at the Shore as well. Yeah. He's just a monster at anything vertical bar. So
Close, that is, eh?
it is very close, especially the guys like off the bottom end as well. But we should have been there, bro. Like I'm not being funny. Like
I know. That's not far off at all, is it?
No, I don't think so. So either way, like it's bloody impressive. And then this event, I'm not like mad about this Raptor medley. So it's called a medley because there was 3 weight selections. So I'm guessing they had to do the light one, then the medium one, and then rep the heavy one. Guys, like 21 reps won the under 125s and 17 won the opens. In my opinion, that's just too light. Like, what you're just testing grip endurance at that point. Like, I don't think it'd be fun to watch either, would it? Just constant reps. Like, I think like the Shore, like if you're getting like 8 to 10 reps, that's probably about where you want it to be. It's like Strongman. Maybe like the guys running Armlifting USA just underestimated everyone a little bit on that one, but 17 reps by Jason won the over 125s, and like I say 21 reps. We don't know if that's the same weight guys for the different classes won the under 125s, but you'd assume it was not far off.
It's going to be close, isn't it? Yeah.
But I mean, again, for me as a fan, it's good to see like Carl was being pushed across the board as well. Like he did only win one of the 3 events. Like you'd expect Carl to sort of just clear up on something like that. So yeah, it's hard though, isn't it, with a 3 event comp? Like it's not, you don't really get to test like everything.
Too much, yeah.
But yeah, so Karl Mozgov took the win in the men's opens. Luke Reynolds, my good friend, came second, and Jason Dinghy in third. And then Alexi, say it again.
Toykolov, yeah.
Won the under 125s. Jayland Worley and then Mike Saffel in third. But again, the scores are really close. How they do it, guys, as well, is like the winner gets 100 points and then it's percentage based off that in Armlifting USA. I guess that's something we can talk about.
Yeah, I do like that.
Do you think that's coming to the UK?
That's probably one of the only things about their rules I like.
Get in there! Shots fired.
Say how you really feel. Yeah.
I don't know how it's worked out though. That's the only thing. But it makes it fair. It makes it good because everyone has to try on every event.
That's it.
So like if you've got one guy who's really good and doing well at most events, it means he has to actually try in the last event.
Yeah. Not just hold it for 1 second extra, drop it, take the win. Hold it for an extra 10 seconds, you get more points.
Because it's 100 to 0. So if you suddenly get 0 points in something, you're just gone. But it also sucks if you've got a bad event.
True that. Yeah.
But
Right, should we get some questions?
Go on, hit me. So we put a questions box up on the Gods of Grip story, guys. We're also going to be doing a few of these on my YouTube because we actually got loads, which is good.
Right, we might as well go through everyone here. So we'll start with Tiny.
Go for
What is your favourite and least favourite grip tool?
Favourite would be a tricky one. Least favourite is definitely Paddy's hay bale. 100%.
It's like a 3D printed. It's so sharp. I put 50 quid on the line for it as well at last year's Grip Champs, and everyone just left with like blood, like all over their hands.
It was,
It's always stuff like that people take way too seriously, though, isn't it? It's always the stupid stuff.
The stupid things,
I think maybe the fat rolling handle, 76mm rolling handle was a favourite.
It's your party piece, that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You got the world record in that one, to be fair.
What about you?
I was just trying to think. I like the cone shaped stuff, and I like rolling handles. Yeah. Probably just a 60mm rolling handle for me. It's just dead simple. It's like the only tool you need. And mine's purple and has Paddy 10 written on it.
It does, yeah.
Least favourite? Probably just grippers, to be honest. I just don't think they... I think they're a waste of time for strongmen. I think they're a distraction, and I'm crap at them. So
I reckon my favourite's probably just the vertical bar at the moment, and then
as in the round one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that, and then least favourite, the narrow pinch block.
Oh, the like sheet of paper one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't have one for a reason.
Yeah, just don't do it. Right, let's have a look. Trying to find.
Come on, Tom, seamless.
I know. Pick one grip exercise to benefit strongman.
Any grip exercise?
Yeah. So if someone had to do one grip exercise for strongman, what would it be?
Behind the back holds.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah,
Most
yeah.
definitely.
Big Loz does them all the time, doesn't he?
He does. That's where I actually got him from originally. He was giving it large on the weekend. Like, I did them before anyone else. I was like, yes, you did. And Loz had an extremely good grip. It's just a goated exercise. That or like heavy hangs, but heavy hangs are a bit less fun, to be honest. They sort of, and also like it's such a faff. Like when you get good, like we'd have to load up like 100 kilos between our legs, and it's like, it's a bit impractical.
Yeah, I'll skip this one as it involves hand grippers.
No, please, go on,
Sure.
I'm open-minded.
Someone said, how to train gripper that always falls a few mil short, even if it feels light.
It's a positioning thing then, isn't
100% positioning. So,
it? Do you want to grab one?
yeah.
Can you
I'm
manage a
glad,
one?
I'm glad you knew that straight off the bat.
Oh no, I know what I'm doing with grips, like with grippers. I just don't enjoy them.
Yeah.
Can you manage that one?
Just about. So basically, when it's in your hand, it's going to be slipping down your palm, and that's why you're struggling to close it, because your range of motion will be increased a lot. So just by keeping it higher in the hand, it's going to shorten your range of motion and let you close it. So chalk your crease.
Always chalk your crease.
Chalk your crease. Chalk your crease and
That stayed with me for years, that one.
keep it high with your other thumb.
But yeah, if it feels easy and you can't close it, it's in your hand in the wrong place.
That's right. Well, we might as well get into this controversial one now.
Controversial.
This is from Pancho from Grip Sport Latino. What do you think about Armlifting USA lifting rules? Would you join their tournaments in the UK?
I mean, you're in charge here, Tom, so you...
Well, your experience, you've been to one of their shows. What was it? Which one?
The Shore Classic.
The Shore Classic. And you've experienced, I guess, the rules and everything like that, which I guess you're already used to because all strongman lifts are pretty much the lockout anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. It's hard, right? Like, there's a lot of their comps, there's only a few events, which I don't really agree with. Like there was 4 events at the Shore. I think there was 2 the year before. There's just some weird rules in my book. Like, for one, for me, like when I was doing the vertical bar in training, I'd like sort of rest my hand on my leg, and like that's not allowed. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out how that would be an advantage. So I had to really teach myself to like just keep my hand away.
Yeah.
But it's just little things like that, like it take away from the show a little bit for me. But the comps themselves are really well run. Like Ricardo does a great job and everything. But some things just get a bit ruined for me when it's like overly anal on certain things. It's just like, come on, we've got guys that can lift stuff that 0.1% of the population can lift.
Yeah.
Less than that. Like, let's make it look cool and make it look. That's what I tried to do at the farm comp. Like, just find stuff that looks cool as well. Like, people in the crowd probably don't want to see you lift like a vertical bar for 10 reps, do they? They want to see like the axle deadlift that we had that was really cool, and these dumbbells and you know stuff people can relate to a bit.
Yeah. So they seem to always stick to 3 or 4 events. I think for like a major competition, you need a minimum of 5 events.
It's the same as strongman though, isn't it? It's like going to a strongman comp and there being no deadlift or something.
Yeah,
And being
yeah.
like,
Yeah, when it's only 3 events, you're very limited. If you've got a weak event, you're going to struggle to place. And you shouldn't really have a weak event, but it's very dependent on those 3 events.
I mean, we put 8 events on here and we didn't test the same grip twice.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
it.
Like
Exactly,
you could
yeah,
probably do 12.
Yeah. Lockout is another big one. Like obviously, Grip Sport International, like David Holmes, World of Grip, and now us, we all do lifts to a crossbar, which is generally from 6 inches to 12 inches. And this basically just gives a level playing field for everyone. So for me and Tiny, when we lift to lockout, our lifts are going to be a lot higher than someone that's maybe 5'4"
And doing sumo.
and doing sumo.
I'm doing this with you.
You know, in fact, Sam Sam Salome's like a perfect example of this. His rolling handle lift, he struggles almost to get it to the 6-inch crossbar, whereas me and Tiny are probably lifting up to 15 inches at lockout.
Yeah.
So doing a 6-inch lift for everyone just sort of gives that a level playing field, and it also takes out a referee's down signal, which is human error sometimes, isn't it?
Controversial.
Unless you're Lee Hinton, then you just get every single every single lift given. Does that still haunt you to this day?
Raw, mate, yeah.
That was all. It was at the Gritmas Games 2023. Lee was doing an axle, flew up to the top. I started giving the down signal, it slipped out of his hand, and we were like,
Cheers, Thomas.
yeah. And then Tiny went and tried that same weight after and just couldn't get it.
Oh, opened heavier than he finished.
Yeah. Oh, did you actually?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Literally
It was
irrelevant.
like half a point loss at the end of that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But Armlifting USA, I think that's. Are they the
I like the
models?
point system. We covered that earlier.
Good
Let's
point.
have that.
Yeah, we'll look
nick
at
that.
adopting that.
I just don't know how you work it out.
It just gives more competitiveness across the field. Like, it stops people coasting a little bit. Like Mitch Hooper in the what was that? The last Strongman comp.
Every strongman comp, mate.
You know, he was basically saying that was a bit light for me. He just kind of does what he has to do, which I guess is not risking injury, but it's also we're looking for like maximum performance.
The only thing I don't like is being the athlete in that scenario, because it's like you don't know what you need to do to win because you can't work out like how do I get 87.3 points.
True that.
So like you just have to try.
Yeah, I guess.
So as an athlete, it's bad, but like if you're trying to do everything by the book, then it makes a hell of a lot of sense. But
That's true, that actually.
see,
Yeah.
How does it work? Does it work off a percentage of the top lift?
so yeah, say like if the most basic way, if you had like dumbbells and 100 kilo was the heaviest, and someone got it for 1, then if you got 90, he'd get
You'd
90
get
points.
90%.
But it's never that simple. It's
Yeah.
obviously always
Yeah.
because it depends on how many reps you do and all sorts, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, that's vaguely the idea.
But we agree with some aspects of it, and I disagree with more, I'd say.
That's good though. It's everyone's got different opinions on how things should run, and like, you know,
Yeah.
you'd still go and do one of their comps and get
Well,
stuck
that's
in,
it.
wouldn't you?
Like, the great comps, and they're all well run, live streamed, pretty much. Results are up really quick, so it's all good. It's just maybe adopting a slight different rules. I know the weight classes are different as well,
Oh yeah,
which is,
we're gonna need to standardise them,
yeah.
but ours are right. They are like.
There we go. We've got one here from Asia. Accessory movements to improve pinch lifting. We're all partial to a bit of a pinch.
I never was. I've converted.
You have? Yeah.
Converted to a pincher. I was useless when we started.
Yeah, it's probably my worst lift.
Yeah.
What, with a 30 blob?
Yeah, on a pinch block, yeah?
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there is really, maybe extensors.
The most basic, like if you're just in a normal gym, just like anytime you carry plates out, especially bumpers, just carry them like that.
Yeah.
Like I've always sworn by that. And just like, just try and pick stuff up. It's just your finger and your thumb strength, isn't it? So it sounds very obvious, but
Yeah.
like anything that's hard, just do it.
Yeah, it's difficult to train pinch without training pinch.
Just plate pinch.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing. Every gym's got some plates of some sort, like even if it's like a bumper plate or 2 iron plates is obviously the best thing. Open weight strongmen should be able to do 2 20 kilo plates. I'm sorry, that'll upset quite a few people, but they should. Like,
Yeah.
it's
especially crusty ones.
yeah,
Crusty ones, definitely.
like we're doing that for sort of 10, 12 reps now. It's like I think that and a 180 axle overhand should be pretty much standard
Yeah.
for strongmen.
Yeah.
But I have high expectations of people.
I don't think that's high.
Do you know?
No. Surely everyone can pinch in 2 plates that are crusty is like nothing, isn't it?
It should
Not
be,
for
yeah.
most people.
Yeah, well, it should be, yeah.
Yeah. But again,
When you get onto like calibrated, horribly painted, slippery
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
is a
yeah.
bit different. But
again, this is kind of a thing we were talking about maybe last week. We're saying we'd like to set a list, like a standardised list
Yeah, did
of
you hear about
tiers
this?
to
No.
hit.
Oh, we think it's genius. So like, gold tier is 104 whole block, dumbbell, Captain of Crush 4.
2 Rogue 25s.
Yeah,
or
chuck
Leico
it in there.
25s.
But like, just make and then do a silver tier and a bronze tier, and then you if you tick all these off, you're a gold member of
Yeah.
the grip squad or something.
There you go.
I mean, 'cause that'd be mental. It'd be something for aim for, and then
Yeah, I
obviously
think that's really cool. That.
you could list like who the best of all time were as well, really easily then.
Yeah, I think
And you could just do it with a video, like it doesn't need to
yeah,
be
that's
like a
it.
comp.
That's
or-
the good thing about it. You can just do it, I guess. Even different days, you know.
There's
you
then
don't
going to
have
be
do it all at
access to things on it.
Yeah,
How many
that's it.
104 dumbbells are hanging about?
Yeah, but if you're someone that can lift a 104 dumbbell, you're going to
You'll
find one.
Yeah.
once. In fact, something I was thinking about. We're going a little bit off the questions here.
No,
but
please.
I was thinking the 78 kilo Thomas inch dumbbell has always been dubbed the impossible to lift dumbbell. Right, how's this? I think the only reason
gone rogue.
it was impossible is because it was impossible to find, and no one had one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
And now everyone's got a 78. Everyone's lifting it.
Yeah. Well, not everyone has a 78,
Well,
but
no, but you go to a lot of gyms now. They've got a 78 kilo.
and there's
dumbbell,
people there that can lift it.
and there's people lifting it. So, I think
It was unliftable because it was inaccessible.
literally, yeah. And anyone that did get a chance to lift it was maybe like, you know, not prepared. Let's say.
Yeah. Just a normal gym goer.
Yeah. Whereas now, people have them in the home gyms, regular gyms, and loads of people are lifting them. I think.
Yeah. Well, no,
think
100%, but
I think there's still probably only 2 people in barbell that will lift that.
Really.
I've not had many lift that, but
Yeah.
it's still like, it adds
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
doesn't it? Like,
And that'll
there,
be-
there must be 1,000 people lifting it now
Yeah.
across the world. And then the 85 is like a very short list,
Yeah. The next
which is
one.
nice.
Yeah. Who has the best grip in the world?
Me.
We'd have to say Alexi, wouldn't we? Looking at the results there currently.
It's hard because Carl is like, he's like the GOAT, and I like how he does stuff because he's very unassuming and he just
Yeah.
sort of like, unassuming, he's 6'11", but like,
Yeah.
Cole is what most people would answer that question with.
Definitely the GOAT, isn't he?
The GOAT.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lexi, like, I don't know how much about the guy, but you can't really argue with them three. But
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen him do grippers. So that whereas Carl has closed the Captain's Crush 4. So
the reason I say Carl as well is he does all the shows.
that's it.
And
Yeah.
he's just won them all. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The best grip in the world currently, I mean, even Labe won the Shore, like, on
Yeah.
certain things.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, mate.
nuts.
Yeah.
Did like 5 reps on the 95 in the show and stuff, and like, yeah, he's a beast. But there's just so many. Like, it's so hard to say. Like, you put different people win these comps all the time, but Carl's the most consistent. So Carl is the best in my opinion.
Yeah. Carl is like the best overall, but what do you reckon?
I'd probably, agree with that if I'm honest.
I thought you were going to say
No.
me.
Yeah,
No. Oh, bit of a way off yet, mate.
Still time. Plenty
Still
of
time, but yeah, a bit
Keep
of a
them
way
Yeah.
off.
You're pretty much only, what, a year into your proper training? would
Not
you say?
even, mate.
no,
There
we
you
start. Yeah,
Not even.
That's
February,
it.
January,
Yeah.
February. I
we've
think
made
we started.
some mad progress. So in
Yeah.
fairness, so it's
Yeah.
been good. But
That's it. Just keep going. Is Paddy going to legally change his name to Paddy 10? That's from our old Grey Wolf.
I was thinking about getting it tattooed along here because you know that's my pose. Just get like Paddy 10 block caps.
Like red head
Oh
on.
my god.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jono has asked, shag, marry, avoid, rolling
Well, that's
handle. Yeah, that's one for the comments.
I think I've got a chance here.
Oh god. Jesus Christ. Shag, marry, avoid, rolling handle, pinch block, and grippers.
I think that order.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shag, rolling handle, marry, pinch block, fuck. What was it?
Avoid the grippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That order. You'd marry the pinch block, wouldn't you?
I think he'd marry the grippers.
No.
I probably would, you know. It's no.
Well, I'm marrying the rolling handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shag a pinch block, probably the easiest one to shag, to be fair.
Yeah. Not that one, not the piece of paper one, eh?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd go shag the grippers. You know, it's a love
Yeah?
Yeah.
love-hate relationship. Marry the pinch block, avoid the rolling handle.
That's awful.
Yeah, that is awful. And then we've actually got 3 questions from Rebecca Roberts, World's Strongest Woman.
Well, she's a big fan of mine, to be fair,
She
so
is.
it makes sense.
How many sheds could you build in a day? I'm going to say as a 3 here. How many sheds?
We're like the Amish.
Yeah.
Oh, at least 3 sheds in a day.
Yeah.
What size are these sheds?
How long did it take to build yours?
A long time.
That's what I mean.
A long time.
And the door still don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanging on by a thread. 3?
I think so.
I don't
Six
think-
before shed.
I still don't think 3.
Yeah?
I'm not. I'll hold the tools.
Yeah, I'll carry and you can build.
Yeah.
Sound.
That works.
Yeah, that'll work.
Who would you rather arm wrestle, or not who, would you rather arm wrestle a gorilla or a bear?
A bear.
Yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think a bear's going to know how to arm wrestle.
Yeah. I think a gorilla's got more of a chance.
A few stomach hits and then work the body.
Yeah, we'd all,
I think I'd rather arm wrestle a gorilla knowing it's less likely to tear my head off.
that's, a very good point, that.
Yeah.
Why are you going to arm wrestle a bear? Like, it's going to kill you.
Them claws will be right into your hand. Yeah,
At least
I'd-
a gorilla, you can have a good matchup.
Yeah. Funniest story where a good grip came in handy. Eyes emoji. Oof. I can't think of one, to be honest.
I mean,
Any safe ones?
rolling a frying pan got me on Channel 4. That's
True
pretty
that.
funny.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
with a very weird lineup.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. It's not come in handy yet.
I don't know. Rolling cars with no engines, pretty handy for that.
Yeah. Is that 100 million views?
105 now, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep commenting, tell him he's got no engine in.
I feel like I've got no engine now. Deflated.
Right. Reps or holds for the best way to improve your grip?
Everything. All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just mix it up. Don't do the same thing every week.
Yeah. And the last one is another one from Ash here. Who's your favourite strongman from the Hollins/Sadler era?
Favourite strongman?
So that's like 2000 to 2015?
Yeah.
Is it? Something like that.
Can we include Loz in that era? Loz
I guess, yeah,
Loz and Terry are the two that I sort of look up to the most in strong, because they're the ones I was watching when I sort of got into it.
Yeah.
Loz is still a very, very good friend of mine. Terry's a good mate as well, to be fair, but I'm closest with Loz.
Yeah. What about you?
Just from watching things, I don't know. Maybe Pudzianowski
It's got to be. He's the one I always sort of remember.
or
watching.
Yuka Aloha.
All right, good deal. Digging into the archives.
Yeah.
Who had the best grip round then?
Do you know? I was just trying to think that.
I would think Lods, no.
I can't think of any events that were like.
Mark Henry cleaned the inch and the Apollon's
he
axle,
did.
didn't he, in that era?
Didn't he do it in like a shirt and tie? Or something? I swear.
They done it at a dinner or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The maddest thing ever. Aren't you training for that at the moment?
I was, but then this came up.
Yeah.
The waddle.
What's your plan? What's sort of like, how are you going to go about training for that?
Well, I was going to use the 2 dumbbells that you forgot.
The extra crusty one would have flown right up.
We'll have a bit of a play today, we'll film it, but literally we're just going to train it specific, aren't we? I've also got the rolling farmers, which will probably be what I use, because again, if we drop them, it's not too much of an issue.
Yeah.
These will go with a bang. When we
I even
drop
had a
them,
can of purple paint to paint them purple for when you do it. Yeah.
Can we have one purple, one orange?
Could do it, why not? Do whatever you want.
but Felix is also doing it as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But you never know what he's going to do. He might just come and blow you both
Well,
away.
Yeah, he
it's
probably
his
will.
record.
He
so
probably will.
He should do on paper, but
Yeah.
we're here to show the world there's a bit of competition, because it
Try-
is.
Try and keep him honest.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
It's a very short list of people that can do it, though.
I'm
And
hope-
these 2 dumbbells we have here are awful in the fact that this one's brand new, so it has no texture whatsoever. This one's got a painted handle and is slippy and looks quite wet at the minute. So
it
if we can do anywhere near on these, we'll be sound.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm hoping it'll like ignite a little fire in Mark and get him back into the grip scene a bit more.
I've genuinely been trying so much, but like, yeah, he's not got the. He loves it because he replied so quickly, like asking for details and stuff, but. I don't know. Needs someone to just tell him to go and do this grip world
Yeah.
record and be like, "Come here, do this."
Yeah. You might even take your 76 rolling handle record.
Don't be like that.
He,
sort of-
he can hook grip that.
Does he actually have like absurdly large
They're,
hands?
they're
I've
at
never
least
seen
an
them.
inch bigger than mine.
They're like my knuckle. There is where I come to him.
That's insane.
But then my uncle's hands are like similar to that. My uncle's got hilarious hands.
Blessed.
We are.
Absolutely blessed. That is all my questions, I think, actually.
Sound. Someone said to me, actually, you must have massive hands. I was like, no, it's similar to mine. And they were like, well, don't you have big hands? I was like, oh, yeah. I do. I guess I do.
Yeah. We're all within like ballpark.
Oh, we got the same hands.
It's so weird. Like
I've got the skinniest hands, but long fingers, which...
Yeah.
Oh, long palms and short fingers.
Yeah.
We were talking about this as well, like the perfect build almost for like grip strength. I feel like we're all quite similar stature, aren't we, sort of thing. You know, we're not like massively.
Yeah.
Right.
I reckon you want to be... You don't want fat,
You've got to be long, haven't you, kind of thing.
lanky guys, basically. Yeah. I'm the short one as well, it's worth saying.
I feel like it gives you a lot of room to manoeuvre, especially when you're doing like the smaller lifts. You still need to be able to feel your fingers almost and get in the correct positions. You need to be able to use your back and your legs to lift the weight.
Do you think at the minute we're in the era of like giants that Strongman was in, like when Brian thought, because like we've got Khan and Luke who are both 6'9" and above.
Yeah.
I'm tiny for a grip guy, really. Like I was the shortest at the shore. Everyone's just giant.
Yeah, this is another thing why we're kind of toying with adding another weight category, because 120 kilos is pretty average now for a lot of people.
For strongmen.
Yeah. Like looking at the Olympia results there, the guys that are 125 plus, there's no one close to 125, they're all 150 and above. So it's difficult to gauge the weight jumps.
The height class.
If we've got like 83, 93, 105, 120, does there need to be like a 135 almost?
I don't think so.
No. Should it be 125 instead of 120?
Not for me, because I like the strongman weight classes. But maybe.
Yeah.
But then I would still compete in the opens even if I was under the 125, to be honest.
Yeah, me too, mate.
30 kilo weight cut.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's interesting, like in arm wrestling.
You just want me out of your category. It's Tiny's like, make it 126.
Yeah, 126 and a half. But currently, super heavyweights in arm wrestling is 105 and above.
That's wrong. That's what strongman was, not recently though.
It's mental. Yeah. It's absolutely mental. But they're adding 115 next year, which I guess is a step in the right direction. Which
arm wrestling's even newer than the other sports, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
it's got a long way to go, but it'd be.
It's got a lot of. It's attracting a lot of the older generation because you can still do it because it's your arm, whereas like the knees and the back might be, withered, whereas their arms are still working. And while they've got the t-shirts on, they look all right, kind of thing. They don't need to train the rest of the body.
You can spot them though because they walk around like this.
Yeah,
the claws, like
they're like little crabs.
Right, shall we wrap up with a hot topic?
Yeah, go on.
I've only got one left, so pick between.
Wasn't this something top secret that you were gonna?
Oh, well, yeah, basically. I want to give Dave a shout out because he made me a present.
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
Rate my grip tool. Dave made me this. What do you think? We're gonna have a play with it later.
We've made a lot of precarious looking things.
It might take the mustard.
This is why is it got the little?
That's to break out the side van window, mate.
I feel like we can lift a lot on it.
I think so.
But it looks
highly sexual, yes. Let's get that out of the way.
It does.
What do you think?
I think
is it going on the Gold to Grip website?
Why not? I think it's maybe a bit longer.
I'm going to call it the Tancock Nub.
Put your hand up. You're going to struggle to get... Yeah, maybe a bit bigger. No, maybe.
It's all about size though, is it?
No, I think we'll give it a go.
Anyway, this one Tiny and I will have a very strong opinion on, so you're going to have to argue against. Should sumo deadlifts be allowed on axle? I'm saying no straight away.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
You're going to have to argue yes. Because you would anyway, I think.
In strongman, no.
No.
But I think
in grip.
In grip, yeah, because a lot of the guys don't train anything but grip.
Sounds like a them problem.
Yeah.
Which it is, and a lot of them, you should be really doing those main compound movements to build up your overall body strength, but a lot of them do struggle. It's always lower back issues. Like you see like loads of like, I think Adam Glass, like Tanner Merkel, all those guys that are the strongest grips in the world sort of thing really struggle with the big weights off the ground. Even if they can lift the dumbbells for fun, it's just axle deadlifts that they seem to struggle with.
And the same thing though, how do you pull on a Saxon bar?
Yeah. Well, should sumo be allowed in grip then? Should we just say that?
Yeah, I think it should. I don't see why not.
I just think it's a completely different lift, but yeah, you throw me with a Saxon bar, but I don't think I don't.
You're
You're on my side. I just think it's like the lockout's a different height. It's a completely different lift. Like, I don't know.
Something else to throw you off here. Should it be to lockout or to a height?
An actual deadlift?
Yeah.
To lock out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know David Horn used to do his to like 24 inches.
What if you're not 24 inches tall?
That's how high.
Surely that's more strain on your back as well.
Yeah, they'd lift it
It's
kind of
almost
like
like a
hunched over,
horrible
almost.
pause
But
deadlift.
when you're yeah, I was going to say, when you're deadlifting, you just want to lock it out. You don't want to think like, I've got to get it high enough. You just want to,
Yeah.
maybe I've overcomplicated this. I think, I mean, let us know in the comments as well, but I think sumo, like strongman, get rid of it. Learn how to deadlift. If your hands are stronger than your back, something's wrong, in my opinion. Like, just as a human being. Like,
So what about Saxon, would you say?
yeah, we'll get rid of it.
Wow.
And I'm going to change. I'm going to be a
He's
purist.
a changed man.
If everyone changed, like, it is definitely the easiest way to do it, don't get me wrong. But if that was the rule, you had to do it outside.
Yeah. Do any of the top guys lift conventional on the Saxon? But
I
you,
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I mean, the odd one might. I think in the strongman world, I think Cal Crozier did like 130, like
Did he actually?
conventional, which is quite wild. I know Kane Francis did something, but that's mainly just guys that don't know how to do it, like the grip
Yeah.
guys. So,
Yeah.
and strongmen just doing sumo makes us feel repulsed. So,
Yeah. Good one. Good question.
undecided then, really.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it
I think
really.
get rid. Go on, split the pack.
No, yeah, get rid, mate.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's fuming.
Yeah, done, mate.
Thanks for watching. I'm going over.
Yeah, ta-da.
But yeah, this is the three men in a shed today. Thank you, Tiny, for joining us. We're going to do a lot of
Pleasure.
lifting now and having fun.
Go watch it on my YouTube channel because we're
Yeah.
gonna have a spicy grip session, aren't we?
Very spicy.
And we're gonna do a few Q&As and bits like that as well. So should all be good fun. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later.